Hi there, I'm Brian Conway and welcome to Plot to Profit. Now, the purpose and objective of this video is to explain to you exactly how ordinary people are making quite a lot of money by getting planning permission on land that they own. That could be a separate plot of land or it could be part of an existing garden. This is more common today. So the purpose and objective of this video is to explain exactly what is Plot to Profit, how it works and how you could make money. So let me explain how this works. If, for example, you have a house sitting in a fairly large garden, okay, there is the potential to segregate your garden and turn some of it into a plot of land for housing development. Okay, so let's think about this from a monetary perspective. Let's say your house here was worth £300,000 as an example. You'll know the value of your house. Okay, that means that if we developed a house next door, okay, that too would have a similar market value, therefore of 300k. Okay, now a lot of people will ask us, does this actually devalue the value of my existing home if I've given up some of my garden? Maybe is the typical question. In most cases, no, it has very little impact. Some it might, but usually the value increased on this side offsets that significantly. But in many cases, no, the value of your house in an area, is driven by market forces. So if there's other, similar homes in that area, it will hold its market. From a buyer's perspective, if you were ever selling your house, they're unaware that it ever had a bigger garden. They'll come along and see your lovely home with its garden, and then they'll see the house, nice new house next door with the same size garden typically, and therefore see it's of a similar value. So very minimal impact typically on the value of your own home if that is a concern that you might have. So let's talk about where the profit will now come from this plot of land. So what we do at Plot to Profit is we help our clients gain planning permission, okay, or planning consent as it's sometimes referred to. So you get planning consent on here, which means you have permission to build this house. Now the rule of thumb in the home and housing development industry is that when a developer builds a house, a third of the sale price will be their profit. A third of the sale price will be the cost of building the house itself, and a third will be the purchase of the piece of land, the plot that they actually build the house on. So that means that on an average of 300k here house value, your land with planning permission could be worth £100,000 to you. So for the sake of a small investment to get planning permission, you could be looking at making a lot of money. And that's why this Plot to Profit principle is so exciting. Land is in short supply. Housing demand in the UK is at an all-time high as well. So there's a lot of demand and therefore land is holding a lot of value. So you could make £100,000 in this example. Remember, this is just for demonstration purpose only. I can't sort of guarantee that is. It depends on the value of properties in the particular area that you live. But you could make a lot of money. So I'm sure you know exactly what you would do with 100k. There'd be some bills that could pay off, some mortgage that may be paid off, maybe even retire a bit earlier. I don't know, treat yourself to a luxury cruise, buy a new car, all that sort of good stuff. You know what you would do with that sort of money. But that's what we're doing. You give up some of your garden, we get planning permission on it, and you've got the option now to sell that plot of land to a developer for that figure. However, you don't have to actually sell it. Second option that's available to you is just to hold on to that land with planning permission. But what it does, it actually adds an extra 100k in this example to the value of your home. So you would then, if you ever choose to sell up, you sell your house with planning permission and increase the value of that property. And so therefore nothing changes. You have your same garden, everything exists as it always has done, except you've got planning permission on this half, which would add value to your home when you then sell it. So that's your second option, just to get planning permission and hold on to it. Or, as I said, option one, sell it to a developer and cash in now. Now there is a third option here. And the third option is that you actually build the house yourself. Now, as I said, the build cost is about a third of the sale value. So the build cost would be about 100k in this example, meaning off the sale price now, because you own the land and you haven't had to buy it, your profit would be around 200k. So significantly more. And again, £200,000 could be life-changing in many cases. As I said, we've got clients that are retiring earlier because they've now got significantly more money to live off. Now, I'm going to give you a fourth option in just a few seconds, but hopefully you can see how valuable this piece of land is. You're getting significant profit from a plot of land that you already own. It's almost sitting there as a dead asset in some respects, and now you know how to monetize it. So I said I want to give you one more potential option here. So let's say you split your land, you get your planning permission, you sell it to a developer, and you put 100k in the bank. With that 100k, you could potentially go and buy yourself another couple of houses. Okay, get a bit of a mortgage on them, put down some of the deposit from here, 3 or 4 houses maybe you could go out and buy and rent those out and create a residual income from the rents that come in. Another 2, 3, 4,000 pounds per month on a residual basis coming in from using this piece of land that was generating no money, just somewhere for the kids when they were young to kick the ball around. Now it becomes the ability, the leverage it gives you to buy other properties should you wish to, which now allows you to create a residual income. You could potentially move into a position of financial freedom where you don't have to work because you've got a nice £48,000 a year coming in property rent. So I'm not suggesting you have to do any of these options, but you have to do that. But I just wanted to get you to think about the potential profit that could be made from a plot of land that you already own, that you've already maybe paid for, or already paying for through your own mortgage, and therefore I want you to understand the choices that this plot to profit principle gives you and how it could change your life or significantly improve maybe your standard of living. So that's it. As I said, this short video was just to help you understand and explain the principle of plot to profit and how our primary objective is helping you gain planning permission. Now, we can help fund that if that's even a financial challenge for you to do that, although that's only literally a few thousand typically. But if you even wanted to develop that plot of land and build it out to get the true end value of selling the house as well, then again, we have the means to fund and help you achieve that outcome. All right, so that is what we do at Plot to Profit. Now, if that sounds of interest to you and you'd like to know more, then please feel free to reach out to us. Now, if you're watching this video on social media, you can send us a message or comment below the video. If you're watching this video on our website, you can actually get a totally free valuation of your garden. So if you think this might work for you, just submit your details below or go to our website and submit your details, and we will give you a completely free viability assessment of your land for development, and we'll explain exactly what the cost of planning would be, what the potential value of planning permission would be, and even the end value of property should you want to develop a house. We'll give you all the information and all the options. As I said, totally free of charge, no obligation. It's just something we do for people so that they can take advantage of this principle of what is called backland development. That's the technical term for it. But if you want to take advantage of this and create profit from a plot, then take action and contact us, or just if you're watching this out on social media, just go to plottoprofit.co.uk and you will see where you can submit your details to get a free viability assessment and valuation of your land. That's it. Thank you for your time. I trust that was useful and helps you really understand the plot to profit principle, and has maybe got you thinking about not only what you could do with your own land, but what you might ultimately do with the revenue and profits that it creates. Take care and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.